From the MTC studios, it's The Kind of Late Show with your host, Melanie Mackey, with special guest, youth director at DeGeorge Daily, Andy McGuire, and musical guest, David Nelson, only at William Penn University. Now, here's your host, Melanie Mackey.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Kinda Late Show. I'm Melanie Mackey. We've got a great show planned for you today. William Penn is putting on a play here in a couple weeks, and I got the director, Andy McGuire, to come and talk to us a little bit about that later. And star student David Nelson will be joining us as our musical guest. I bet everybody is ready for spring break. I know I am, even though it's a little bit below freezing outside. I'm sure everyone will be ready to be done with all those midterm tests. I interrupted some students during their studying break earlier this week to try out a new bit called Name That Thing. Now for Name That Thing, all you have to do is name the thing that I show you. It sounds easy, but it was a little trickier than we thought it would be. Let's take a look. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay.
Just kidding. The White House.
The White House. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea. I knew it.
Those things in Greece? I don't know.
Stonehenges?
Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Pillars? Rock pillars.
Stonehenges.
Just Stonehenge.
Yeah, Stonehenge. Yeah, that's. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm horrible with these things.
This one's also a spaceship.
What?
I still don't know.
Doctor Who.
Do you know what it's called?
It's his time machine. I don't know what it's called.
This is the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
Because I know this one, but I don't know the name of it.
I know it's a castle in India. I just don't know what it's called.
The Taj Mahal? Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Think of bunnies.
Rabbit?
Easter?
Looks like the thing from Night at the Museum.
Easter Island. But I don't know what those big headstones called.
An Easter Island head.
Easter. Wow.
Looks like Disney World.
I don't know, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Like, I really don't know what that is either.
I don't really know much about, like, special places.
I know it's in Russia. It's a castle. But I'm really bad at this name. So, pretty castle in Germany.
This one's called St. Bethel's Cathedral in Russia.
Okay. St. Bethel's Cathedral in Russia. I don't know. Yeah, it's from Russia. I don't know what it is.
It's the St. Bethel's Cathedral. That's what it is, yeah.
I said it, didn't I say it? I repeated it.
Well, that was hard, so good luck to whoever has to do this next.
All right, thank you. All right, everybody who played the game was a really good sport about it, and I thought it was hilarious, so we'll probably do another Name That Thing in one of our upcoming episodes. I'm joined now by our special guest for today, Andy McGuire, director of the next play. How are you, Andy?
I am great. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right, tell me a little bit about Harvey.
Harvey is a show about Elwood P. Dowd and his best friend, who's a 6.5-foot tall imaginary rabbit. Well, debatable on if he's imaginary or not. And basically, his sister and his niece decide to have him committed to a sanitarium because they're sick of him ruining their social life, essentially. And hijinks play out as everyone is questioned on whether or not they see Harvey or the comedy in who actually gets to interact with this rabbit.
Wow, awesome. And why did you pick that play for the theater department this year?
Harvey's been one of my all-time favorite plays. I've been wanting to do it, like biting at the bit, biting at the nail, I don't know. Ever since I was in college, I wanted to do this play. And there's a movie version with James Stewart, and it's one of my favorite movies, and it's a really funny play. And I love the idea of questioning what is real and what isn't real and what do you really believe in, that sort of.
Interesting. And how's all the rehearsal going so far?
Great. It's it's an interesting schedule because spring break kind of splits us off, so we have to literally take a break in the middle of rehearsing. But when we come back, we'll have a tech week and then dress rehearsals, and the shows will be on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It's been a lot of fun. It's really nice. I'm the youth director at the George Daly Auditorium. That's like my job. That's what I do. But it's really nice to be doing theater with adults. Not that kids aren't great, but they don't always understand things like sarcasm or other humorous things. So, like, it's nice to be working with people who understand things a little more.
Yeah. All right, well, what's your favorite part of the play?
There's a line which I think sums up the entire play, and Elwood says it, and it said he's talking about how his mother would tell him, in this world, Elwood, that's what she used to call him, Elwood, you can be oh so smart or oh so pleasant. And for years he was smart, but he recommends pleasant. And I think it's such a great life philosophy. It's such a good view that sometimes we forget. Just be nice to people. And that sums it up so much about what the play is.
Great, awesome. And this is your second theater production at Penn that you've worked with, correct?
Yes, I was assistant director for the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, which was also a lot of fun. I'm not a very musical person, but it was really nice to get in on that action and work with the great cast there too. And yeah, a lot of exciting things in that respect. So.
What kind of things are you looking forward to do next year for the theater department?
You know what? I don't know. We haven't talked. I might not get to come back.
Yeah.
That's not true. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. We haven't talked about it. I think one of the things I'd like to do, I love Shakespeare. I love to look at Shakespeare. I'd love to look at some of the more classical plays, but I also, there's such a wealth of plays out there that I don't think anybody knows they exist, including me. And to find some of those like hidden gems and bring those to life. Maybe something with stage combat. I have a friend who works for the youth theater and he's a professional fight choreographer. I'd love to get him out here and do some stage combat stuff. The world is our oyster. We'd love to see what we can do.
All right, well, before we take a break, why don't you tell us when, where, and what time and such for the play coming up?
So the play will be at the George Daly Auditorium on March 20th, 21st, and 22nd, and it will be at, I think it's 7 o'clock. I should know this.
7:30 is on the schedule,
7:30.
It could be 7.
It's my own schedule.
7-ish.
7:30. Tickets are free, and we'll always accept goodwill donations, but it's free to the public for anyone to come.
Excellent.
So.
Sounds like a great time. All right, well, thank you for joining us today, Andy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
What if there was a program
where I could express my individuality,
create my visions, get the hands-on learning that I need,
a program where I could become something greater,
become something bigger?
Your professors oftentimes expect more of you than you expect of yourself.
They take pride in you wanting to learn more.
They push you.
They'll give you all the resources you need to get what you want.
It just makes me want to do more.
Open my eyes to new things that I might want to do as well.
The knowledge that I've gained since I've been a student at William Penn University translates to real-world experience.
That's when you know that you got what you paid for, really.
And that's why I'm a statesman.
And that's why I'm a statesman.
That's why I'm a statesman.
And that's why I'm a statesman.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we say goodbye, our star student, David Nelson, will be here tickling the ivories and showing off his piano skills with some of his own original work. Let's check it out. All right, a special thanks to David Nelson for being our musical guest today, and a special thanks to Andy McGuire for talking to us about the upcoming play Harvey. Don't forget to catch it on March 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the George Daly Auditorium. Thanks for watching and have a great spring break.